All right, so hello everyone. I want to thank you all for being here tonight to hear about this amazing home business opportunity. Just truly exciting, something that is just taking over the world with the most amazing products. So let me tell you how I got started in this. It was actually March of last year. I made a post on Facebook, because I was just concerned about my weight and all the medication that I was on, just really feeling sad, down, and depressed. So what I do, of course, we go to Facebook and we start whining and crying. So I went and made a post on Facebook. I made a post on Facebook about wanting to lose weight and wanting to get off some medication. There was a Facebook friend, had no idea that we were even Facebook friends. She reached out to me. She said, you know what, Daryl, we've been Facebook friends for a while now, and I read your posts and stuff, but I see now you're looking for help to get off, to lose some weight and to get off medication. I've been on this amazing products for several years, and it also has a home business aspect to it. Would you like to give it a shot? And of course, I said no. I've done stuff like that before. This is not for me. That stuff just doesn't work. And she said, well, you know what? It does have a 45-day money back guarantee. I said, tell me more. Now, I'm a business owner. You tell me that I can try products and also try a business for 45 days. And then if I'm not happy, you're going to give me all my money back on my first order? Well, guess what? I'm going to give it a shot. So I ordered, I said, matter of fact, I said, give me everything you got. I ordered the largest kit because I wanted to try everything. And, because I also wanted to see what I liked and what I didn't like. And also, hey, I was going to get my money back in 45 days anyway, so I really didn't care. And to be honest with you, I promise you, I thought I was going to get my money back in 45 days. So the products came, and right after day one, I began 8 o'clock on one day, and by 8 o'clock the next day, I was already down a couple of pounds. Now, I have a thyroid problem that I've been dealing with for 30 years, gaining weight for 30 years, and I had never lost weight. And here was on day one, I was already losing weight. So after 8 days, I was already down 15 pounds. After the first month, I was down 24 pounds. At the end of the second month, I was down over 30 pounds. Wow, it truly, truly worked. So then I started sharing it on Facebook. And then what happened? I had all of these people jumping at me. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? When you find something that works, everybody wants it. So I went to my upline. Thank you that Cynthia Evans is on here right now because she's the one that took me up under her wings and said, okay, I want to train you on what you need to do. And we called everybody and we talked to everybody. And, in my first month of doing the home business, I made over $2,500 working a couple of hours a day just from my phone. And I'm like, oh my God, this is truly amazing. And then that was 18 months ago. After my first year, made over $30,000, and still just working at 1 to 2 hours a day. It has been truly amazing what the extra income does for you. And what I really think about is the legacy that I'm going to be able to leave behind for my special needs daughter. Knowing that I'm going to be able to gift everything to her from this business, and all the residual income, everything that comes from it is going to go to her, taking care of her when I'm dead and gone. And that, to me, that is the greatest thing in the world. And that's just a little part of my story. But overall, I want to thank you all for being here. We have some amazing guests tonight. So to jump it off, I want to introduce you to the first guest that I have on here. Is Maddie Madison. I call her Big Baller. I mean, just truly inspiring. It's truly amazing seeing someone so young coming into this home business opportunity and just blowing it up. You really love her, really appreciate her. With that, Maddie, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, well, thanks, Daryl. I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight and just share my story, how I got here and what has happened for me. But a little bit about me right now. I'm 28 years old. I'm a mom of two with one on the way. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. And this opportunity has just blessed me in ways that I had no idea, that I couldn't even see or fathom whenever I got started at the age of 21. So I'm going to take you guys back to, who I was and where I was whenever I decided to become a partner with this company. I was 21 years old. I was a full-time college student working as a waitress, doing all the things that society tells you you need to do to set yourself up someday to, pay the bills, hopefully, right? That's what we're being sold and what most people are buying into. And I was miserable. I mean, I felt like I was waking up every day, just going through the motions, checking boxes that somebody else told me that I needed to check. I changed my major 4 times. I couldn't find my group of people to fit in with. And so, I mean, in short, I just felt lost. Like I was, my mental health was in the trash. I had gained 30 pounds since I got to college, and I just was not myself. I couldn't recognize who I was. I was not excited about my future. And I knew that the path that I was on was going to lead to me paying, tens of thousands of dollars to get a piece of paper that was hopefully going to set me up with a job that was going to allow me to live, paycheck to paycheck. Hopefully, that's what most people are doing. And that just was not exciting to me. So I decided at the age of 21 that I didn't want to work the rest of my life to build somebody else's dream. I wanted to work to build my own, and I was ready to get to work on myself. Like I said, I was heavier than I had ever been. My mental health was trashed, and I was, really craving a community, but couldn't find, positive people who were growth minded until I got involved in this and I became addicted like this. These people, the opportunity. What attracted me in the very beginning was the daily pay. Like I said, I was a waitress, and what I loved about being a waitress, what I loved was that you would show up, you would work your butt off. You had to deal with really rude people. I would work, a 5-hour shift and just be like exhausted and want to quit my job every day, but I got to leave with money. Right. So what I loved about the opportunity with Zingular was the daily pay. And so, and the other thing that I was really turned on to was the free travel. Like I, as a young person, of course, wanted to travel, but like, when was that, like, how could I afford that? And I also knew moving forward with the degree that I was getting, I wasn't going to have extra, unless I married into it, to be able to go travel and live a life of adventure and have experiences. So I'm an all or nothing type of person. When I decide that I'm in, I am 2 feet in or I'm 2 feet out. So I got started, decided, okay, I'm gonna commit to being a product of the product. I'm gonna get to work on myself between the ears, and I'm going to be coachable. So what ended up happening for me in my first month, I'll tell you, in my first 8 days, I lost 8 pounds. And I could not believe how much I saw my body change in that first 8 days. I mean, I was somebody who was killing myself in the gym, was watching everything that I was eating, and I couldn't do anything but gain weight. And so that was so encouraging for me. I just remember on day 3, it literally feeling like somebody just lifted a brick off of my chest and I could like breathe again. So that first month, I just was coachable. I was taking people along the journey. I was sharing what was happening for me. I was sharing what was happening for other people. And you guys, we have a product that people are desperate for. That's what I found. Okay. So I did not get started with a huge network of people. You know, my mom had done this business, so she had, got my aunts, all my family started. So I was starting from scratch with not a big circle of people. Okay. And I was a huge introvert. But what I did want was this lifestyle. I wanted the change. I wanted all the things. So I was willing to just, be a little bit vulnerable and take people along the journey. And so that first month, I was actually able to not only cover the cost of my investment, but also pay my electric and water bill with my Zingular money. And you guys, I was just doing this in the nooks and crannies of everything else that I had going on. I loved the support, right? So I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But the support that you get when you get plugged in here, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I was earning while I was learning. That was not something that I got to do in school, right? You don't earn while you learn. You're just paying a ton while you learn for stuff you're never going to use, right? And then in my first 90 days, I had earned over $3,300 as a brand partner and secured my first all expense paid trip. So I love that this company not only has, like these like Dubai and Bora Bora and these big trips, but they have these incredible trips for brand new brand partners to earn, right? There's brand partners in this company who have earned some of these trips in 28 days. So that's what happened for me right off of the bat. You guys, for the first 3.5 years, I made anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month and was honestly pretty content doing that until my life changed. I got married. I started thinking about this next phase of my life and having kids and what did I want that to look like? Right. So what I really wanted was to be able to live a life of freedom, eventually have a homestead, which we have now, raise my kids how I want to raise my kids, getting to be the present mom. Well, I have got a paycheck every single day for over 5 years now. I get to be that mom that I always wanted to be. I am in total control of my life. My husband and I got to buy a piece of land out in the country a couple years ago, build a home on it. And now we've started a homestead. And I just, with this company, you can literally live a life by your design. And that's what I wanted. Right. So I've earned 8 all expense paid trips. We made our last baby in Dubai, which is pretty iconic. Thank you, Singular. And, we're just having fun. Like, this is fun. If you're looking for a place to make an impact while having a blast, it doesn't get better than this. So the last thing that I'm going to share is, Daryl, you want me to share what my highest month ever? Okay, the most I have ever got paid in a month by this company is $36,000 in 1 month. And let me tell you guys, that completely took the lid off of my dreams.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And how old are you again?
I'm 28.
I'm going to adopt you.
My mom has 7, so she won't mind.
Okay. If you want to turn it over to Staci, that would be great.
Okay. You guys are going to get to hear from Staci Rotello. You guys, Staci is so incredible. She is just the salt of the earth, has an incredible story, and I just love getting to work with her. We're not on the same team, but we collaborate, and I just totally love her and can't wait.
Aw, well, thank you, Maddie. I feel the same way about you. And I'm like, okay, you said you made $34,000 in one of your months. Like that, I mean, mine was my highest, and I made that as a year as a teacher. Like, that is insane that we like literally have that opportunity here, which I am Staci Rotello. I'm actually a former kindergarten teacher of 7 years. I actually started this not for myself, but to help my husband. He has celiac and irritable bowel syndrome. And so, you guys, we were desperate. We were trying different things. He was on all these medications. And I'll be honest, I didn't start for an opportunity because I didn't know that I could have it in me to even do something like this. So if you're watching this and you're like, that's great for Maddie, that's great for Cynthia, that's great for Melissa, that's great, get it out of your mind, because you're looking at a girl that literally lives on a farm. Like, we farm and ranch. My husband and son are about to be home from picking cotton for the day. We run cows. I was a kindergarten teacher and never done anything like this, but I wanted to help my husband. And so we did. We started products by day 3. By day 3, I felt amazing. Like, my brain fog was gone. My husband was like feeling good. I was coming home and not in a bad mood. Y'all, that first week of school is rough, but especially teaching kindergarten. Like, my family already knew that first week when Staci come home, it was crock pot meals, pizza, grab something, and are on the way home. And then that was it. So long story short, I did grab my link. And I asked my friend, I was like, okay, girl, I've never done anything like this, but I know you made some money on me. She's like, yeah, I made about $80. And when you reorder, I'm going to make money every time. I said, do what? I said, I'm open to that. So having your link, which, hello, right now, you can literally get it for free, you guys. Like, I look at people like, if you're not getting your link, you're literally leaving money on the table. And you're literally saying, I don't need any extra income. And I don't know a single person that feels like that today. We have residual bills. We need residual income. And so anyway, I got started. And I will say that I was able to walk away from my teaching career in 9 months. I resigned simply because I was making more than my superintendent. And you're talking to a girl that had never done anything like this before. I don't have a weight loss story, but I was open to something new. I was very coachable. And like you've heard over and over, this community is like no other. I mean, I can message Cynthia, hey, tell me what you're doing to do this. She will answer me. I can ask anyone in this company a question and they're going to help me. So just be open to that. And, as far as why Singular, why not? Why not? We literally have award-winning products, cutting-edge products. Products are about to be out that nobody else has on the market. So whenever you're looking at it from a business standpoint, why would you not partake in something that literally has no overhead? It's products that you want to take that are going to impact you to make you the best person you can be, on top of daily pay, on top of incredible trips, like all the kinds of things. Why would you not want to be a part of Singular? And I'll be honest too, I was not someone that thought I needed a community. I was like, I'm good. I go home, I do my job, I come, I'm good. You guys, this community is incredible. If you want to be surrounded by people that are good, people that really want to help you, that walk the walk, that talk the talk, that'll pray for you, that truly want to see you succeed, then you want to be a part of Singular. So yeah, that is pretty much my story. Again, if I can come in and I can do this, anyone can come in and do this. And, we have a new president. And I'm going to tell you what, this is like Singular 2.0 on steroids. So if you want to join a company that is exploding more than we already have, you want to get paid every day, you want to have global bonuses, you want to have travel for two, you guys, like, we didn't travel. Like I said, we farm and ranch, like we are hardworking country people. I have been able to take my husband to the Panama Canal. We've been to Cabo. We're about to go to Cancun, and we don't pay for anything. And we'd never, y'all, I didn't grow up like that. I wouldn't have any of this opportunity without Singular. I'm able to homeschool my son by choice. I was able to go today at 12 o'clock on a Tuesday and take a 2-hour massage, go to the spa, and I still got paid. Why not Singular? Why not now? You literally have nothing to lose.
All right, Staci, I'm not letting you out of there that easy.
Okay.
Your first month and your best month.
First month I made $1,000. My best month was almost $40,000.
Oh, look at that. I'm going to adopt you too. I love all of y'all. I'll adopt all of y'all. And I just saw Cynthia has done 100,000 in a month. I'm getting all of y'all going to be living with me. All right, Staci, if you'd like to turn it over to Melissa, that would be great.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. Yes, for y'all to hear from Melissa Adams. She is truly, as everyone, just salt of the earth, kind, has an amazing story, a grandma, and just one of the most kindest people ever. Melissa, take it over, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Maddie and Staci, for being on with us tonight. We're so excited that you took your time to join us. And I started this 9.5 years ago. I was in corporate America, did not have any interest in the business side of this at all because I was uneducated, uninformed, and I did not know what it was going to do for me. So I just started telling people because the products changed me. And the next thing I know, these checks are rolling in, and I started looking at it like I would do this for free, but they're going to pay me. So one thing I can do is I can run my mouth. I mean, I can tell people some stuff, but another thing about me is I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you if it's good, and I'm going to tell you if it's bad. So when I started telling people, they listened, and the check started rolling in, and within by the end of the first year, alongside my corporate job, I was in upper management, working 60 plus hours a week, traveling 3 to 4 days a week. I fit it in, just like Maddie was talking about. I fit it in. By the end of the first year, I was making a part-time income right around $2,500 every single month. And I just thought, I wonder what would happen. You know what happens when you do that? When you say, I wonder what would happen. Well, I wondered what would happen if I were to just start taking it seriously set some hours, and work it still alongside my full-time job, my full-time demanding, stressful job. And by the end of the second year, raise my hand, y'all. There ain't nothing special about me, but I will tell you right now, by the end of the second year, my singular income was matching the income that had taken me 25 years of blood, sweat, and tears to earn in corporate America. And that is starting at the bottom and having to work my way to the top. And in 2 years with this, just sharing it and helping people become the best version of themselves, I matched what that income was giving me. 7 months later, I took it to a whole nother level. And I was making 5 figures a month every single month. And it has just gotten better and better since then. But I'm going to tell you how to get started if this is something you want to do. Because if you're like me, I didn't know I wanted it. If you're like Daryl, he's like, give it to me. I want it all. But wherever you are on that spectrum, listen to me. If you don't hear anything else, listen to me. This is for you. Anybody can do this. You just got to set your mind to it. You got to work. You got to have a work ethic. I mean, nothing's going to be handed to you for free. You got to be coachable, and you got to have a dream that you want something more than what you have right now. And it is available to you right here. So I recommend, especially, Staci mentioned a little bit of our promo, but we have a business builder bundle. It's the biggest kit that we have, and it will allow you to be able to see, smell, taste, and experience all of the things that you're going to be able to offer your customer. It is normally $674. Well, the retail price is $819, but normally for a wholesale customer coming in, it's $674. But if you are on here tonight, you can get it for $539. And that is the go big, go home that Daryl was talking about. So it's $539. And what is so wonderful about this is at checkout, we have a payment program called Klarna, where you can break that into 4 interest-free payments, or if you need it just a little bit cheaper, you can pay a little bit of interest and break it into even more. So you can get started right now under $150 for the go big, go home, and immediately find 5 people who want to do the same thing that you're doing. And you're going to turn that $150 investment tonight into over $1,300 as soon as you find those 5 people. If you do it by Thursday, you got a couple of days, you find your 5 people. And I mean, you just pour that into them and tell them this is what you need. I see you struggling. I see what happens when you go to the grocery store. I see you having to pay your kids sports fees and worried about that. I see you worried about Christmas. I know you want to go on that trip that you can't afford. This is the answer for you and everybody that you know, to be able to just to help make ends meet and help the month last, the money last before the month ends. So once you do that, like she mentioned, we pay daily. So you do your investment, you get your people started tonight, which you could. You're going to go back to whoever invited you to this Zoom. They're going to help you. You're going to tell them what you want. And you help 5 people get started tonight or tomorrow, 3 business days, that's going to be back into your account. You don't have to wait till the end of the month. Staci mentioned she's a teacher. They get paid once a month at the end of the month. Most people get paid bi-monthly. You get paid every single day with this. As long as you're helping people get started, you're going to get a paycheck. So, and right here before Christmas, what would $1, $2, $3, $5,000 mean for your family? So when you decide to get started with us, you're going to get a personalized website. You're going to get a digital trainer called Zoe, who's going to send you text messages telling you how to start the business. You're going to get a dedicated member service team who's going to help you. You're going to get one-on-one training from the person that invited you tonight. And you're going to get, and I think it was, I don't know if it was Staci or Madi, one of them mentioned the community of people. That's something I can't live without. This is the family you never knew you needed. And it is going to be a community of people who is going to empower and uplift and motivate and inspire and pray for you and celebrate you. And we're also going to be there when days are tough, because just because you start something new doesn't mean life doesn't slap you upside the head sometimes. We're going to be there for you no matter what it is that you need that for. So, and then they mentioned the bonus pools. You know, you get the big bonuses that are available right now. The world travel for 2, the awards, the recognition. And I know a lot of stay-at-home moms don't get a lot of recognition. We're going to recognize you for the job that you do here. And there's no inventory to carry. There's no quotas to meet. There's no shipping. There's no stocking product. We have consumable products that people order month after month that you get paid residual income on. And then you get bonuses starting at the very first rank that you hit. So the only decision that you need to make right now is what credit card you're going to use and if you're going to use the payment plan. And then you get back with that person and tell them you are ready to make a change in your life. You are ready for something more than what you have right now. You do not want to live just ordinary. You want to be extraordinary. And you can, I don't care who you are listening to me, you can be extraordinary. You can have a life of adventure. You can have a life of freedom because freedom lives here and we have a seat at our table for you. We love you guys. I'm going to turn it back over to Daryl. You're muted.
Hey, thank you. Madison, Melissa, Stacy. Hey, love y'all. Appreciate y'all for jumping on here tonight to let everybody know what's going on. Just really love y'all and just thank you. And hey, y'all are leaders in the company. And like they say, matter of fact, none of us on the same team, but we all help each other out. And that's what I love about this family that we have. Melissa, if you would like to